Hey, welcome back. I hope everybody is having a great Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, everybody, we're going to be looking at the final, yes, the final wave of the Masters of the WWE Universe from Wave 8, and which consisted of only 3 figures. There was a 4th figure that was released or was produced, but was pulled, and we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But this is the final wave of the Master of the Universe, WWE Universe, and it consists of some great figures and a couple repeats as well. Starting off, we have Stone Cold Steve Austin right there, which will be the main focus of today's review. And today we'll look at the figure and the packaging. We'll look at the beautiful artwork it comes with. And that's it, and have a lot of fun. Of course, if you've been a long time fan of my channel or watched my channel with this particular line, I'm an inbox collector only of this particular line, so I don't have a loose figures of these particular figures here. All right, but we have Stone Cold. We have probably the most expensive item that ever came out in this particular line, which is the Rattlesnake Mountain Ring right there, which is, I believe, a Walmart online exclusive only. And once again, we have another Stone Cold Steve Austin. And for the first time and the only time in this particular universe, we have a Hulk Hogan figure. Alright. And then we have China, right there, who's supposed to be representing She-Ra in this line. And finally, we have Rey Mysterio, which is another returning character or figure in this particular universe since Wave 2. Alright. Now, of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell when you know I'll upload new videos. And please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe or the Masters of the WWE Universe. Alright, without further ado, let's take a look at Stone Cold. Alright, so I'm going to get these guys out of the way real fast. Alright. And while I'm doing that, we'll talk about that 4th figure. Now, the rumor has it there was a 4th figure that was going to be released along with, the Stone Cold, the Rey Mysterio, and China. He was all set to go, ready to go. But I believe what happened is that particular wrestler left. I don't know if he just quit or something happened. And so they had to pull that particular figure off the shelves. And that figure, or that wrestler, was the Big Show. Now, the Big Show quit. I'm going to say he just quit the WWE Universe. Or the Universe. And so, and then he moved to a different competitive wrestling company of the AEW. Now, by doing that, I guess he lost all rights to the Mattel brand. And it was supposed to be Megator. So, the Big Show was supposed to be, this universe's version of Megator. As, the previous Wave 7... You saw Andre the Giant as Tyrus, or that other big giant. So the Big Show was supposed to be Megator in this universe. So somewhere in who's been in Mattel, who created this line, I'm sure they have it in their collection. The prototype probably of that Big Show, and who knows? If Big Show, I think his name is Paul White. Comes back to the WWE Universe, maybe for Hall of Fame or something like that. Maybe, highly unlikely, but maybe, we'll get that Megator figure, finally, for us collectors. That'd be kind of cool. If that's the story, if I'm hearing that correctly. All right. But on to Stone Cold Steve. Speaking of like Hall of Famers, let's take a look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay. So you have the Master Universe, WWE Universe logo right there. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the unpredictable bionic rattlesnake. And there he is, as you can see. Once again, he's supposed to be representing of Trapjaw. And he's got 2 versions of the figure here, of Stone Cold. The other figure, we'll look at the ring. But once again, we have no shortage of, Trapjaw weapons, with this particular figure as well. Comes with a hook and a claw. But there he is. And the faceplate right there can be removed right there. There he is. Looks amazing. 316 right there. We got the highly opposing power right there. Of course, he does come with his own unique little comic right there. As you can see, the Grayskull ring in the background. Their version of their blue rocks blasting around the logo of the Master of the WWE Universe right there. Right there. Looks really, really cool. Now, unfortunately, he only comes with 2 items here. So let's flip around the back. So, first of all, you got some amazing artwork right there of Stone Cold taking on Rey Mysterio right there. As you can see, the jaw plate can be removed, you know, so they show the full face of Stone Cold right there. And he does come with 2 items, not 3. He comes with that hook and claw right there, but no blaster, right? Which is very unique and very odd. All right. Now, if you've been a long time watcher or subscriber to my channel, and I hope you do, if you are new, I hope you do subscribe, you know my thoughts and feelings about, you know, the variety of the same weapons that we've gotten through over the years of Origins, you know, with Trapjaw and Roboto, and you know, make you know, I don't want to repeat myself. All I want to say is that I wish that we can come up with some new weapons. You know, and I understand it's, you know, it's cheap, it's easy to, you know, we get the molds are there, and you can just do it, and it costs no money because it's already there as far as the molds are concerned. Getting the most out of your molds, basically. But it'd be kind of nice to, you know, getting some different weapons, you know, with these figures here. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So here's the cross sell. You've got Stone Cold Steve Austin, got China, and Rey Mysterio right there. All right. Alright, so there you go, guys. There's a look at the final wave of Wave 8. And I gotta say, you know, this was a line. You know, when we finished completely the line here, at first I was not going to collect at all. But something about the, you know, some of these figures, you know, that I really thought, you know, it was a neat, you know, because, you know, for me, like, this is probably one of my first crossover event with, you know, Master Universe. I mean, I know there's been a few others. But I don't know. There's some of these figures, you know, I like the look and the style of these figures. You know, some of them were very clever, and that's why, and very easy to, you know, to collect even years after, you know, it ended. I was surprised how fast I was able to collect the entire series off of eBay, because a lot of the collectors or sellers at the time were basically giving them like away. They were giving a lot of good discounts for these figures. But you can see now this is the same style as all the Origins figures that we've gotten throughout the years. And basically, this is the granddaddy. This is the one that started it all. This is the one that, you know, this came out in 2019, and I think it ended in 2021. Yeah, it came in the final. It ended in 2021. So this is kind of like the grandfather, not only for the, you know, the Master of the Universe Origins, but the Superstars line, you know. So this is more for the Superstars line and less for the Master of the Universe line. You know, that's what I'm hearing. But great style. I love his vest right there. First of all, let's look at his vest. His vest looks amazing. I like the Trapjaw-esque, you know, belt right there. It looks like my arm right there for that Trapjaw part needs to be popped back in, but still, you have a gray version of the Trapjaw arm, which you can use for any of the Trapjaws throughout the Origins line, even the Turtles of Grayskull. And every figure, like from Origins, like this figure here, you can pop the head off, you can pop the arms off, you can pop from the waist. It has the same height and skill, or height of that 5.5 scale right there. I like the little tattoo right there inside the leg right there. A little attention to detail. Looks amazing right there. The face sculpt looks great. You know, and it's kind of weird, you know, having Stone Cold, you know, as part of the final wave. And what I mean by that is being a very mega, you know, I mean, probably one of the most popular, you know, wrestlers in history of WWE. You know, it's kind of weird that we finally got him in the final wave in this particular universe, and not something, you know, earlier in the waves, like wave 1, you know, or wave 2, to get him finally. I don't know if they had to get the rights for him to get, you know, to get the figure created. I don't know, But it's kind of, but I'm still happy that we were able to get Stone Cold finally, and we got him in that very, probably the most expensive item that came out in the WWE, the Master of the WWE Universe, which is part of that Snake Mountain ring. And he's got a couple, and we'll look at it much closely when we get to the ring with Hogan, which is another first, and another mega star in the WWE Universe, a Hall of Fame legend. To only get him one time and one time only in this particular universe as part of that ring, that very exclusive online ring. And not a single carded figure, which is very unique and odd, but I'm still happy to have him finally. And one thing is, my collection is not fully complete. I'm missing one item, and it's a very easy item to obtain, I hope. And it's another ring. There was a third ring that was created. If you are a long-time collector of this brand, of this particular crossover event, and a big-time wrestler fan and He-Man fan, there was a third ring that was produced, but it was just a regular Grayskull ring with no figures included. It was just a standard ring only, and that's the only thing I'm missing. I believe, unless they re-release, if the stories are true, if they do release that Big Show Megator figure, part of Wave 8, which would be kind of cool, and I'll be happy to get, I hope. That's it. I mean, in the entire line is done. Now, my thoughts and feelings of this entire wave, and I'll tell you, maybe at the end of this final review, how my thoughts are. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed collecting this line. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, some of these figures were very cool, and I like some of their unique styles and how they fit in the world of the Master Universe. In this crossover event. So a lot of very unique and very cool figures that came out in this particular universe right here. But a lot of repeats, I will say. There was quite a few repeats of this line. And this is a line that it could have gone longer, if it could. All right. If they did like a revamp or revisit or of some of the newer figures in today's, Master of the WWE Universe, I think they come up with some great ideas, if they picked up and gave us some more new figures in this particular universe. I'm kind of curious, I'll be down for that, So let me know in the comments below, your thoughts and feelings, of this entire Masters of the WWE Universe. Did you collect the line? Did you collect only certain figures? Or maybe not. Because one of the biggest problems from past collectors, is that maybe like the Turtles of Grayskull line, is like, who is this really targeting? Who's the target audience here? Is it wrestling fans or is it He-Man fans? I say it's both in a way. If you are a big He-Man fan, maybe because maybe you can get into wrestling collecting, because of these wrestlers, and vice versa. If you're a big major wrestling collector, maybe you can start collecting the He-Man line from Origins. So let me know once again, your thoughts and feelings of of the Masters of WWE Universe. Like I said, did you collect any of these figures in your collection? Did you collect them all? Or, so let me know. Or this was a hard pass. Like, no. I'm just a pure wrestling collector, and that's why maybe you're collecting the Superstars line if you're still doing that. Or you know what? I rather collect only He-Man figures in the Origins line. But let's look at that face sculpt real fast before we end the video. It looks great right there, Stone Cold right there with the. It's kind of, it looks cool, but in a weird way with the metal jaw plate right there over his face. I think that should have been something that should have been left off the figure right there. And as collectors, as a loose collector, maybe you can put it on. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but all right. But still, I'm still happy to have collected this line. All right. And one more thing, because I'm sure I've said this before, is that every comic is a unique comic that's only for the figure itself. Right? It's not like with past Origins waves, it's like one comic book throughout the entire wave. It's a different comic, which is very unique. Or it's not really a comic; it's more like a. It's not a card either. It's like like a little small pamphlet, I guess. Best I can explain it. It's like a one-sheet little comic booklet. Yeah. Does it say booklet? Oh, a collector's sheet. There it is. Collector's sheet. My apologies, everybody. Right there. But there you go, guys. There's a look at Stone Cold Steve Austin, part of the final wave of the Masters of WWE Universe, right there. All right. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, and of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell. And tomorrow we'll be looking at China, the ninth wonder of WWE Eternia, who was supposed to be in this universe, She-Ra. Believe it or not, she was supposed to be She-Ra in this particular universe. So we'll take a look at her in the packaging only and artwork. All right. So I hope you guys once again have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.